Retainers are basically the Final Fantasy XIV equivalent of a pack mule with accounting skills. They will hoard gil and items for you, as well as happily peddle your wares on the market board. There isn't a bank in Final Fantasy XIV, your retainer is the bank, so another inventory for you to not clean up. Unfortunately, if you are a free trial player, you can't use retainers. That is for sub players only. For the subs, by default, you can hire 2 of these DOMs, but if you want, you can hire more if you pay extra on your sub. You can pay extra to hire an additional 7 retainers, and on top of that, if you have the subscription to the companion app, you can get 1 more retainer, meaning you can have 10 retainers altogether, which is definitely not pay to win. But first, before building an empire of retainers to hoard all of your dyes and cooking materials, you will need to have finished the level 17 story quest, Scions of the Seventh Dawn. FYI, do your goddamn MSQ. If you have, or when you do, you can pop over to a retainer vocate, which are present in every main city, and hire your retainers. You'll be able to create the appearance of the retainer yourself as well as name them. And you can also choose your retainer's personality, which is basically what emotes they'll use when greeting you and such. Your retainer's appearance is not completely final, as there are retainer fantasias in-game that can be gotten from quick exploration ventures. We'll go over those later though. Once you've decided on your retainer's look, you can summon them at any summoning bell. You'll find these near market boards and even in inn-rooms, depending on your nefarious needs, be it business or the sin of endgame glamour. After summoning your retainer, you'll have the choices of entrusting items or gil, or withdrawing them. A bank, a pack mule, or a younger sibling basically. You can't use anything a retainer is holding onto for you, just like a younger sibling. You can also sell to the market board from your retainer with a max of 20 different listings per each retainer. You can set the prices for your listed items directly from your retainer, and you can even check the price that the item you are trying to sell is currently going for. Much easier to undercut when you can see the listings directly. Be wary of where your retainer sells your items from though. Anyone can buy your items from anywhere, no matter where your retainer is selling it from. However, every region has different tax rates that affects your end income. You can check what the tax rate is for the different city-states at the vocate. And while at the vocate, you can even choose to send your retainer to a different main city, something you can keep your eyes on if you're looking for max profit. It might not matter too much with cheaper items, but if you are selling extravagantly priced items, it could mean the difference between 10,000 gil and a 100,000 gil loss. Just a heads up for the profit goblins. But as I said, this is only for tax purposes. Your items can be bought from anywhere regardless of where your retainer is selling from. Also a quick tip, if your retainer is selling items and you summon them at a summoning bell, they will stop selling items. So don't AFK and have a chat with your retainer, they won't be making you profit. Your retainers are also adventurers, and by doing the quest an ill-conceived venture, you'll unlock the ability to assign your retainer a class, either battle job or gatherer. Keep in mind you can only assign classes to your retainers that you yourself have unlocked, and your retainers cannot level higher than your own class. If your paladin job is level 57, then your paladin retainer can only reach level 57 as well. Retainers cannot outlevel you, even if the rest of Eorzea has. Your retainer does start out as base jobs and can become main jobs once they reach the right level, the same way you yourself unlock them. However, DLC jobs work just the same. Your retainer must reach the required levels, such as level 50 for Samurai, and your retainer must be a base class, such as Marauder. If you've already chosen a class, you are locked to it. No Samurai if you chose Paladin. Once you've chosen a class, you may send your happy unaware personal pack mule out into the greater world, assuming you have the appropriate currency to pay them. Because even retainers need to put food on the table, whatever the hell they eat. The currency you need is venture coins, and don't fret, they're easy to get. You can buy coins from the Grand Company for company seals, or buy them from Woven Pier for wolf marks. Beast tribes also sell them as well, and you can also get them from hunt vendors. But anywho, ventures are how your retainers will level up, as well as fetch rewards and things for you when they complete it. The rewards and XP gained varies depending on the venture you undertake. Some can take 30 minutes and others can take up to 18 hours, but the main thing to know is that the rewards are different based on what class your retainer is. All battle jobs have a chance at the same rewards, while gatherers are different based on each job. Botanists can hunt for herbs and miners for ore, that sort of thing. But they can only hunt for items you yourself have gathered once before, while battle jobs can gather whatever the hell they like, which is usually monster parts and materials. This is especially handy for timed node items that you may only be able to gather at specific times of the day. While you yourself may have to wait for specific times of the day to grab certain items, your retainer can grab them whenever they want, as long as you have gathered them at least once yourself. I think you're now ready to run your retainer ragged for your own adventuring and banking needs. Remember to put profit before their well-being, just like every other budding corporation. This has been a pretty quick guide, so thanks for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to boost my confidence. If my voice is tantalizing to you, you can watch me over on Twitch, link in the description. So take care everyone, and keep being awesome.